have we got a show for you today? Should we give them a hint?
A little baby teeny hint.
Well, in your case, maybe not so little. Take them off.
Got big feet?
Shed them.
Don't need those.
Because we're going to be running barefoot. What else are we doing?
We are going to also just tackle some more running stuff.
Okay, that's why I have running t-shirts on. That's why we're out here in Shevlin Park.
All week
Beautiful.
long, running focused.
That's right. Stick around. We are joined by Ann McCall. She's a physical therapist, has been for more than 20 years. And she's also here to talk about a unique running style.
Yes.
Take the shoes off. See? Put all our feet out. We're ready for it.
Feel good.
Ann, what is the purpose or the magic behind barefoot running? Why do people do it?
People run barefoot, I think at first just because it was a novelty and neat new thing, but really it is physically one of the wisest ways for us to go out in the world and be is running barefoot or walking barefoot. And
why?
The reason is your feet, just like your hands, you want to use them. You have muscles in your feet that aren't being used if we pad our foot with a shoe. I mean, that's just kind of logic we just skip over.
But everybody says, doesn't it hurt?
Well, it can. It can, and really barefoot running problems occur because people aren't patient enough to adapt. So your skin has to adapt. If you're gonna go out and wanna run barefoot, I advise people just go walk barefoot. Walk barefoot for 2 or 3 weeks. Go on a walk for 5 or 10 minutes, come in, see how it feels, wipe your feet off, let the skin of your feet begin to adapt and get thicker. I mean, it's a very natural process. And then you're gonna also notice that you're gonna walk different. You're not going to go running barefoot and land on your heel, or you're a crazy person.
And it immediately will tell you it hurts.
It hurts. So here's the deal. Your feet are designed to be barefoot, but of course, because of our environment, we do need some sort of protection at times because of stickers, bad surfaces, heat, cold, and all these things. And we are blessed to have those things to cover our feet up. But when you pad your foot, let's say pad our foot with a shoe, what you're doing is you're not allowing the feet to work. You don't let the muscles work. You also change the way you land. And in running, the way you land is key, because if you land on your heel a lot, they've already done the research, it shows that the back will be affected, the knees will be affected, and you just landing constantly on your heels time after time, it's just going to create trauma. So you set yourself up for injury. The thing that I think is the most important in a way is that you don't feel your feet when you have a shoe on. So what happens is you're just running along and all of a sudden, oh my God, I lost a toenail. Oh my God, my knee is hurting. Oh my God, you know, you're just kind of like cut off from this body, and the body has literally been talking to you as much as it can, but with a shoe, you've just decreased the information that goes to your feet.
How much does the size of the sole really matter into that? Because you have my shoe, which has a really thick sole.
Okay, this is a typical running shoe, and this is really going to create a lot of different problems. One is that, I know, you're going to run, you won't even know, but every time you land, your foot comes through.
She needs an excuse not to run.
I do, I've been waiting for one.
Oh no. No. Well, you could get some other shoes where you could be flatter and then you could walk around. What happens here? Okay, what happens here is you end up landing on your heel without even, you don't have a choice, because when the foot comes through, this is the first thing that gets to land. So you're going to constantly land on your heel. What you're really designed to do is land on your midfoot right here, okay? Then
now, show us what you're talking about.
So when you're running barefoot, you're going to be landing on your midfoot. You're not going to be running and going like that. I mean, it hurts.
That's going to hurt.
And you're not going to run and you're not going to push off really hard on your toes, because that's going to hurt. So you're going to get this wonderful connection to the earth, and then you're going to get a lot of power because it goes through the leg, and you just use the whole leg to go through. A lot of people will run on sand, you know, at the beach. Oh man, I'm running on sand. It felt so great. My legs feel so strong, and yada, yada, yada. See, that's a typical, wonderful barefoot experience, Okay.
It's soft.
It's soft. Everybody feels safe. The learning curve is pretty easy. You know, you don't have to get your skin adapted to it. But in barefoot running, you will get injuries if you go too fast too soon.
Now, and another thing is that we always go back and say, well, you know, as a kid, I didn't have shoes on.
Right. I know. So why, when I get old, do I have to wear shoes?
Exactly.
Okay.
The shocking thing for me when, and Lisa Ann taught me how to run barefoot, was I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have the gnarliest feet in the world.
It's the opposite.
But it does develop a hard callus, but it's smooth.
It's a smooth callus. Your feet get strong.
It's like a microdermabrasion.
Yeah, it gets really smooth. And plus, just think about it. If you don't use muscles, they atrophy. And your feet, most people's feet have atrophied a lot. And it's a head thing. And I don't say to everyone you should go running barefoot. You really have to work at running barefoot. Since I've moved here from Texas, I don't run barefoot as much because of the cold, and I don't know the terrains as well. So there's a learning curve, and you have to really want to take the time to adapt and go the speed that your body wants to go.
Why do you use barefoot running in your physical therapy?
I can't believe how well it helps with knee and hip and back injuries. Huh. I mean, I immediately see people begin to move more centered. Certain muscles relax, certain muscles start to activate without them knowing it, because your body will adjust without you knowing it. The signals go into the feet, go through the spinal cord down, you change your movement. So you could just be like, I'm walking along and not knowing it. All you may know is, wow, why doesn't my knee hurt? Or why doesn't my back hurt? It just creates wonderful posture. And when your posture is more in line with gravity, then you're just going to create less damage.
So you can even run on asphalt.
Oh yeah, I run asphalt. Yeah, and it's in your head kind of. I actually like asphalt more than grass, because
and it's a different experience, because when I've run barefoot, you are totally concentrated.
You're there, baby.
On what's in front of you. You're not spaced out with the Walkman or anything.
And people
not
say,
listen to Selena Gomez. I know
nobody has a Walkman.
That kind of dated me.
No
I'm sorry.
What.
You know what I'm talking about? My iPhone.
He does own an iPhone. We promise you. He has every Mac product, I think, though.
Exactly. Anyway, we're getting away from it.
No, the deal is, like in grass, you don't know what's in the grass, and you can step on things. And when you're on asphalt or you're on a nice dirt trail, man, it is just like you're a kid again. You can jump up on the rocks, you go slow, you go fast. Runners typically are not people who are really into their body. Now, I'm going to make a generalization, but they tend to be like, want their miles, want to get their miles in, want to go fast, want a PR. And so they're running, they'll go all of a sudden, oh, I got an injury. Oh, I heard the barefoot running helps, so I'm going to run out and go barefoot.
Yeah.
This mentality is not a barefoot running mentality. Barefoot runners fall in love with running barefoot.
Connecting to the earth.
Yeah, connecting, enjoying the run like you did when you were a kid. So if I want to go run and run around, you know, the river, and I want to jump all around, and I may have different terrains that aren't good, I may put on one of these minimal shoes, because I'm doing both a little. But if I want to run barefoot, it's about the barefoot run.
So let's take this shoe.
Throw it away. Not even walk in that.
Okay.
Get rid of all that stuff.
All right.
Let your feet feel the ground.
Are we going to commit to doing maybe another show barefoot?
We might.
I feel like now we...
But I think you need a pedicure before that happens.
No, I'm going to let the earth do it.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
You're on.
We'll be back.